Here we go. Again, this is Byron bringing you Brad news from Wall Street to Brad Street. We're gonna talk about just briefly, short video, 3-4 minutes. Um, it says IT. The headline in bold and letters says IT teams recommit. IT teams recommit to diversity efforts. Okay. IT teams recommit to diversity efforts. A couple of these companies, let me get these companies these names real quick. Target, Nationwide Mutual Insurance, Home Depot, Cisco, just to name a few. I read an article in Harvard Business Review probably a couple of years ago, and they talked about how diversity doesn't work in the workplace. It doesn't work in the workplace. And I read that article, and I read it a couple times. And what I walked away with at the end of that is it's not going to work. Whenever you, just like affirmative action, if you have to create a program for a certain group of people just to get hired because you really don't want them there, but we're going to create this policy, which policies can be enforced, or they can or can't be enforced if they want to be enforced. Don't have time for the slippery slope, to be honest. And that's what that is to me, a slippery slope. As a person that served over 20 some years in the military, we have all these policies, but yet and still, we still have all these issues that come up behind those policies because nobody enforces those policies. It's no secret, you know that. So good luck with your recommit, because I don't think you were ever committed to begin with. That's why you have to recommit. So you're never committed to begin with, and I think people need to look at themselves in the mirror and realize. I come to the conclusion at my age in life right now is I don't know if it'll ever be. Like you said, you're recommitting. I don't know if there'll ever be a real substantial commitment, because people by nature are greedy. They're greedy. They want things for themselves. They don't think about other people. And if you think I'm wrong, hey, hit me. We'll sit down and talk about it, and I'll give you some instances about it. I just don't have the time to go into that right now. But I guess what caught my eye is the recommitting part of this diversity efforts. Which, why do we have to commit? Period. Why don't we just treat people the way they want to be treated, or treat people the way you want to be treated, for lack of a better word? Let's treat people the way you want to be treated, or is that too hard? Something you got to think about. I want to treat this person fair, equitable. I want to give this person an opportunity. But if I give them an opportunity, I might take something away from my son or my grandson or my granddaughter or my grandkid. So, end of the day, people are selfish. It is human nature. I'm not going to fool myself and say they're not. People are selfish. And that's something you got to work at, not being as selfish. Give them time, give some money, give some effort, give some advice. Help somebody that you have that capacity to help them. Help them out. You don't have to switch your arm to help somebody out. But in the midst of this pandemic, we still talking about people recommitting and diversity efforts. Well, one thing about this pandemic, it don't care about diversity, because the lines I looked at, they got all shades of people in these lines, in these all model of cars. So I'm blessed, and I hope you are blessed as well to see this video and share it, because we as a society, we have a lot of work to do to get back to even. And I don't know if we ever really been even, to be honest with you. Maybe we have a lot of work to do to get back to even. And not only get back to even, but let's go forward, truly go forward together and not hold each other back. Maybe that's wishful thinking. I think it's possible, but I think we all have to come to a crossroad and say, am I going to help this situation and create a solution, or I'm going to be a thorn and continue to resist? Because everybody Everybody want the same thing. They won't live in nice neighborhoods. They want to be able to sleep without having their door getting kicked in or living next to someone. But a lot of these communities, you're going to have to pick up the mantle of that cross and you're going to start walking that thing yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, you can say, well, man, I did all I could. Not always going to work out the way you want, but you're going to be a step further mentally in achieving your ultimate goal, which is being self-sufficient. All right. Anyway, again, Merry Christmas. Have a great day. Enjoy your families. Hey, wear your mask. Wash your hands. Social distance, all that good stuff. But enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. Lost my mom in July. Still miss her. Spirit's still with me. I'm getting my strength back. Getting my focus back. Take pleasure in those small things, in those relationships I mentioned earlier from the first video. Those small things matter. Ain't the big stuff everybody sees, the real big stuff, the big shiny object. It's the little thing, the little speck of dirt that can keep M16 from firing. That's the thing you want to worry about. That's why you gotta keep it clean. So keep your relationships fresh and clean. Keep your mind fresh from clutter. And I think you can do great things. But the bottom line, you have to stay focused on what your goal is. If you can help somebody along the way, be blessed. All right, have a great day.